Everybody know, everybody know, I got that flow, 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 flow. Everybody know, everybody know, everybody know, I got that flow, flow.
That's the way it's gonna be. I said, I'm gonna stay home, and I'm gonna open the mailbox, and I'm gonna pull Daddy's checks out and cash them, and hunt and fish. Or I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do.
He said, so earlier on, I'm, carrying on the family tradition and singing my daddy songs, dressing up in suits like daddy. He came of age, and at some point, Hank is like, you know what? I mean, those old songs are fine, but I'm, whatever it is, 15, 16, I got some music in me. I want to do my own thing. And he would go to concerts, perform his stuff, and people would just walk out. I get it. Hank is like, look, I'm done with all that. I'm going to sit at home, collect them checks, hunt, and fish. I'm riding with him.
My thing and make my music, because I'm not going to run around out here and bust my butt to be cussed and, treated bad and all that stuff.
He's talking about his daddy's fans.
It was fun for a little boy, but it was hell for a man to be Hank Williams. It was fun for a little boy, but it was hell for a man.
Lord, I guess I went and broke family tradition.
Yeah.
Hank made a lot of
Full
enemies
circle.
when he abandoned his father's music for his own. He thought about giving up the business, but finally moved to Alabama and found acceptance in the Southern rock scene. But his personal life was a different story. Hank was heavily into drugs, alcohol, and nonstop partying. 2 marriages ended in divorce, and one lonely night, with a bottle of pills in hand, Hank decided that life wasn't worth living.
Is it really true that you tried to commit suicide?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had a bottle look like a mayonnaise jar. Yeah.
And
That's silly, isn't it?
Wow.
Daryl McCall told me something that I'll never forgot. He said, I was having a divorce. He said, I think I know exactly what you should do. He said, you should kill yourself. That's what you should do. And then that'll really fix her. Then she'll be out spending all that money, and she'll probably think about you every day and say, oh, that poor Hank.
so that had to be a joke by his friend. Go ahead and kill yourself, man. That'll really fuck her up. Did I just say that? Can I say that on YouTube? He was like, yeah, man, if you just off yourself, that'll really get her. I don't know if that's the best advice.
He's out having a ball. He said, that's what y'all do. Of course, he was, kidding me. But yeah, I got down and did that. And that was in a cabin in Alabama. I just said, well, I got down on the bottom. And that's when me and this doctor got together right after that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you've been taught to look like, act like, sing like, be like your daddy from the word go. Like you've been taught all of that. And he said, and that's what's going to happen. You will be exactly like him. Except you'll be dead at maybe at 26 or 7 instead of 29. He said, won't that be nice? You'll have him beat.
So the music wasn't working, the marriage wasn't
Oh,
working?
nothing. No. My mother, my wife, my manager, everybody was, he's nuts, And because he's not going to be his daddy, he's nuts,
Well, do you think you really wanted to die then?
Well, I did it. If you can get yourself down pretty low, and you think back of how silly you must have looked when you were, I do. I think how stupid I must have looked when I was doing those things.
What's striking here to me is, just his openness. And his willingness to go there. It must be therapeutic, right? To share these intimate details about your struggles and your life. Um, and like he mentioned, that doctor that he got with, really, really nailed it. You were being groomed to be somebody else, and you know that is bound to have some kind of an effect on you, right? It's like um, his family wanted him to carry on that tradition, and you know, I'm guessing old Hank was lost and decided to exit stage left. Thankfully, it wasn't successful.
Full hearted beating slow. I swear I've never seen so much trouble in my life.
Not long after his suicide attempt, Hank nearly lost his life again accidentally. In 1975, on a mountain climbing expedition in Montana, Hank lost his footing and plummeted 500 feet. The damage to his face and skull was so severe that doctors predicted he would die. Rebuilding his life and career was the biggest challenge he had ever faced.
I was wondering what the accident up on Ajax Mountain had to do with a lot of what you are now.
Of course, that was a big change because I never thought I'd see again or live, number one, when I was still out of it. Then I didn't know if I'd see again, if I could talk, and all these operations and stuff. If I could walk out on a stage, look at a girl or an audience or anything. It makes you appreciate life, and it makes a lot of the trivial things go way down the list.
Did you make any kind of deals with God when you were laying on that mountain?
Yeah, I said, I don't want to die. Lord, I can't see much. I can't feel much. I don't think I can hardly talk at all. Roof of my mouth, most of my teeth is not there. And I told you many times I never wanted to sing again, and I think we've got a square deal.
I think the mixed up Hank probably died on that mountain. And the person that got off of the mountain was pretty clear-headed after that, don't you?
It tends to do that. There's a joke about that, one of the most sobering things in the world is death. That will sober you up so quick.
I mean, they're laughing. It's funny as hell when you kind of phrase it the way that he did. But yeah, I'd imagine that a 500-foot fall would put things in perspective if you survived it. Some of my subscribers had, told me about the story and the fact that he wears the beard and he wears the sunglasses because of that accident. Man, that's a hell of a thing to have gone through and lived, come out on the other side. And again, for me, it just gives me a little bit more, perspective on an insight into, man.
This is true.
Yeah, this is true. The Grim Reaper will get your attention.